Right, let me just open OBS again. We are in Unity. We just had the first lesson in which we imported all the important stuff like the pyramid shaders, the dynamic bounds, and the SDK and an avatar. So the order to repeat this last lesson is either the SDK, the VRChat SDK, or dynamic bounds first. It doesn't matter which one you put in first. One of them has to be first though. And then after that you put in the shaders, which is Poyomi shader. You can have a different shader, you can use a different shader if you have a different one, but I'm gonna go with Poyomi right now. And then after you put in the shader, you put in the avatar Unity package. Very important is that if you import an avatar Unity package, sometimes these avatar packages come with their own Poyomi shader versions or dynamic bounds version or even an SDK for sometimes. It is very important that you uncheck those. Like if you import them, it will give you a list of things that is inside the package. You need to uncheck these if you already have the SDK, the shaders, and the dynamic bounds in your project. If you have them in your project, uncheck them in the avatar list that is in the part of the avatar Unity package. If you don't have anything in, like if you don't have dynamic bounds, Poyomi shader, or the SDK in, and the avatar comes with all three of them already, then you can just hit import, and then it imports all the things at once. The only difference is that if you already have that in and don't import the avatar with the shaders that it has or might have, it will appear as pink in Unity because it doesn't know where the textures are. But that is easy to fix, and I will show you how to fix it in another video someday soon. Either way, this was the last lesson. In this lesson, I'll show you how to set up dynamic bounds. It is fairly simple, but the more practice you put into it, the more understanding you will get, and the faster it will be to understand what to do. So we have our avatar, Zoid setup. I'll go to prefabs, assets, Zoid setup, prefabs, and then there's a Zoid merged and a separated version. I'm gonna go with the merged version. I just drag and drop it into the hierarchy over here on the left, top left. Let it go. It will spawn at the 0, 0, 0 coordinate usually. Sometimes it doesn't, so I'm just gonna type in a 0 on X. And then in the 3D view, I just hit F. Well, actually, I have to select the avatar, move my cursor to the 3D view, and then hit F. It zooms or jumps to the avatar. With the mouse wheel, you can zoom in and back, and you can rotate around the avatar if you press down and hold Alt, and then left click. You can move your camera with right click while holding Alt. Actually, no, sorry. You can zoom in and out with Alt and right click more precisely than with the mouse wheel. And if you press down the mouse wheel and hold Alt, you can move and panel your camera. Alright, so Q is no controls, W is the position controls, E is for rotation, and R is for scale on the keyboard. So the avatar right now, this is a Zoidchi made by Zoidberg. It has ears, and we want these ears to have dynamic bounds. So we open the avatar on the left, click on avatar, click on hips, click on spine, chest, neck, head. Then we want to find the ears, which are here. Nope. The ears. Be careful. If you click too fast, it will do weird things sometimes. Like if you click and drag on accident, it will try to do something, but it can't. But yeah. So we open up the ears, or like the entire hierarchy of the ears. God damn it! I'm clicking too fast again. Right. So as you can see in the 3D view, all the arrows jump around when I select different ear parts. Ear bones. So what you usually want to do is you can click and add a component on the left and the right side, or you can just select one ear and then shift click the top one or the bottom one depending on where you start, and then add component. We enter D and Y for dynamic bones, and then just click on dynamic bone. Boom. So what we have to do now is we have to click on the first ear, the point 002, and click and drag and drop it into the root. We have to do that for all these bones that we just added the component for dynamic bones. So what this will do is, now Unity knows, okay, these bones are connected and these have to move dynamically. So the way you can test how they move is if you click on the play icon at the very top. Don't worry, my Unity turns red. Yours will not turn red. I just changed the color for me. Then after you hit the play icon, you click on scene on the top left. So you can have so you'll like zoom back at your avatar. Then you click at the very top left in your hierarchy on your avatar, which is called Solid Merged, well, Solid Chi Merged. And then you can see we have controls at the feet. We want to rotate the avatar to simulate ear movement. So we're gonna click on the keyboard on E for rotation. I don't know why E is rotation and not R, but anyways, E for rotation, and then grab the green circle and just rotate the avatar. As you can tell, the ears have dynamic bones in them. So apparently the right ear also has dynamic bones. Well, the avatar might have already came with dynamic bones. I did not check when important. So, which is why you want to check if your avatar is already coming with dynamic bones or not. So in that case, I'm just gonna remove the components that I just added, because I don't have a need for them, since the avatar already came with dynamic bones. So to test this, and by the way, if you caught the mistake that I just made, keep it in mind. I'll talk about it in a minute. The ear still moves, yes. So that means the avatar came with dynamic bones from the beginning, so we don't have to add them, but we just added them so that you can see how it's done, basically. Anyways, so the mistake that I just made, that I didn't spoke about before, is we made changes to the avatar in the preview window, preview mode. And the preview mode, you start that by clicking on the play icon. So if you're in the preview mode, and you make any changes to the avatar, like change the material, the shaders, you add dynamic bones, you change the settings of the dynamic bones, whatever it is, it will not save these changes if you get out of the play mode again. So, and it doesn't matter if you go out of the play mode again or not, it will not save the changes you make while you make them in the play mode or in the preview mode. So as you can tell, the ears again have dynamic bones. I just deleted them, but this is because I made this all in the preview mode, so it didn't save me deleting the components. So I have to delete them again. So now they're gone. I want to hit play again. Click back on scene. We automatically switches the game, and we'll go back to scene. Click on the Solid Chi Merged. E to rotate, and then grab the green circle, and boom, ears still wiggling. Good. So they work. So this is how you set up dynamic bones. And by the way, if you have them, let's just add another component for dynamic bones. If you have dynamic bones on a body, or like on a bone, you can change how they behave with these settings in here, like the damping, the elasticity, the stiffness, and the inert. You can change the behavior of the bones, and naturally you want the root bone at the very bottom to be more stiff than the very top bone. It also depends where the bones are in the body, but that's the topic for another day, because this would be Blender related and not Unity related, which will be another series in the future. Either way, now you have a rough understanding on how to set up the dynamic bones for an avatar. I'll go in depth into that another time when we reach that point, because I will hopefully reach the point where I'll be able to teach you how to make the avatar from scratch, or an avatar from scratch. Well, that's the goal of the class anyways, but yes, we will get there eventually, with time. But yeah, this is all for now, and in the next video I'm probably going to show you how Poyomi shaders works. Yes. Anyways, if you have questions, ask them on Discord or leave a comment. Anyways, thank you for watching.